Ladies and gentlemen, there is a force in your life, quiet, consistent, non negotiable, a force that shapes your destiny without asking for your permission. That force is none other than repetition. Repetition is a silent architect of your inner world. It rebuilds your belief molecule by molecule. It reinforces your identity thought by thought, and every identity eventually becomes a reality. Today, I invite you to explore not a motivational idea but a spiritual mechanism, a psychological law, and a universal principle. Repetition is how you reprogram the mind and restructure the world you experience. The mind is not a storage device, it is a sculptor. It is constantly carving your personality out of the raw material of your daily thoughts. And here is the astonishing truth: the mind does not choose what it sculpts, it simply repeats what it receives the most. Give it fear enough times, it will carve a fearful identity. Give it discipline enough times, and it will carve a disciplined identity. Give it vision enough times, and it will carve a visionary identity. Repetition is child, identity is statue, and reality is the exhibition. If you ever wonder why do I keep thinking this way, the answer is simple: because you repeated it long enough to make it familiar. The human mind does not chase truth, it chases familiarity. If a thought becomes familiar, the mind accepts it as truth. And if the mind accepts it as truth, your behavior bends itself around it. Your emotions obey it, your choices submit to it. This is the spiritual law. Whatever you repeat long enough becomes your personal truth. Repeat, I can't, and you imprison your potential. Repeat, I must, and you awaken your power. Repeat, I am, and you activate your identity. The question is never, is it true? The question is, have you repeated it long enough? Let us go deeper. Repetition does not only change your thoughts, it rewires your biology. It burns neural pathways like trails in the forest. Walk the same trail repeatedly, the vegetation clears, the path strengthens, and soon it becomes the easiest road to take. Your mind behaves the same way. Whatever paths you walk mentally, anger, peace, doubt, courage, those paths thicken and strengthen. So, if you want a new reality, the first thing you must build is a new pathway, a new inner route, a new mental highway. Reality bends not to your wishes but to the directions of your mind's deepest pathways. Repetition alone creates familiarity, but repetition with emotion creates identity. Emotion is the glue, and is what seals a belief into your subconscious chamber. Repeat a thought intellectually and it will enter your mind, and repeat it emotionally and it will enter your being. That is why great transformations feels like a wave, a mixture of clarity and intensity. If you want to reprogram your reality, don't just recite the new belief, feel it. Repeat it until it feels like oxygen. Repeat it until it becomes inevitable. And repeat it until the word has no option but to rearrange itself. Now, understand this and your life will change forever. Reality is an echo of your repeated thoughts. You think, you repeat, you feel, you become, and then reality follows. Your external world is not the cause, it is the consequence. It is the feedback loop of your deepest rehearsed inner states. If you rehearse confidence, opportunities appear. If you rehearse clarity, decisions sharpen. If you rehearse abundance, the world begins to respond. Repetition is not a habit, it is a portal. What you repeat becomes who you are. Who you are becomes what you experience. If you want to reprogram your reality, create a small but sacred ritual. Step 1. Choose one thought you want to become true. Not 10, just one. Step 2. Repeat it every day with calm intensity. Not shouting, not forcing, just a steady, conscious imprint. Step 3. Attach emotion to it. Let your breath slow, let your mind soften, and allow the belief to sink in. Now, step 4. Observe your behavior change automatically. Because when the internal script shifts, the external decisions follow without resistance. This is not magic, this is neuro spiritual engineering. My friends, your destiny is not written in the stars, it is written in your repetitions. Every thought you rehearse is a word for the person you become, a word for the reality you create, and a word for the life you step into. Repetition is the hand that turns the wheel of destiny, turn it consciously, turn it powerfully, and turn it daily. And soon life will present to you the reality you rehearse in the quiet corridors of your mind. If this message resonated with you, pause, breathe, and let one sentence settle in your soul. What I repeat, I become. If you are ready for deeper wisdom, if you want to master the architecture of your mind and the engineering of your destiny, subscribe, stay connected, and continue this inner journey with me. This is Professor Alfredo Wilson reminding you repeat your intention, repeat with intention, reprogram with awareness, and reality will follow.